Austria. I'm Leslie and this is Jason, and we are early retirees trying to travel the world as much as possible. We use this YouTube channel as our own personal video diary of our travels. We just finished our 4th week in Zagreb and then spent a few days in Maribor, Slovenia, and now we have moved to Graz, or what do they say? Graz, Austria.
Yeah.
We'll wrap up our couple days in Zagreb, and we didn't really do much. We revisited the cemetery and revisited the zoo.
There were things we had missed.
Yes. The cemetery was really, really crowded. We were on a Saturday, I think.
Yep.
And it was crowded the first time. It was very unusual.
It was almost like Day of the Remembrance of the Dead, but it wasn't here yet.
No. And then we left Zagreb on Wednesday, the 29th. And we took a bus to Maribor, Slovenia. And
Flixbus.
And it was a 2-hour ride. Maribor, before we do that, let's talk about Zagreb.
Okay. What are we going to talk about?
Did you like it?
Oh
Did you
yeah,
not like
it was
it?
good.
What we liked the most, what we didn't like?
Gosh, it's so hard to remember. Yeah, it was, I don't know, it was good. It was quieter, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Quieter.
Prior to that, we were in Budapest, so we're comparing probably Budapest to Zagreb.
Yeah.
I felt like it was quieter, a lot more green space, less of a tourist city, but more of like a place to live.
Yeah, I think so. Did have the tourist section, but
you ran out of things pretty quickly.
Yeah, you ran out of things pretty quickly.
But it was very nice.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. We had really good weather the whole time.
We had a nice big grocery store.
Yeah, our apartment was really nice.
Yes.
Again, what we say at the end of every month we travel, I could have done 3 weeks and been very content, but Airbnb doesn't give you a discount for 3 weeks, so we stay 4. But
and it's just living.
Yes.
Yep.
You're not on vacation.
Not on vacation.
So anyway, back to Maribor, Slovenia. We took a Flixbus. We ended up there because when I was planning, I just looked on the map and realized it was kind of halfway point between Zagreb and Vienna, and we'd never been to Slovenia, so why not stop there? And it ended up being a really nice place.
Mm-hmm.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yes, it was very nice, very pretty. It'd be somewhere I would go back to.
I would go back to there.
With a car.
Yeah, because there were things we saw on the outskirts we wanted to see. I've seen videos of Slovenia and it's really pretty countryside. I think there's lots of hiking and outdoorsy things.
History.
Yeah. But the weather was perfect when we were there. And when we checked into our hotel, the woman, we got there on a Wednesday, and she said, just to let you know, Friday and Saturday are holidays, and basically nothing will be open. And that turned out to be true, except for some restaurants. And gas stations, but we never even saw a gas station, so I can't confirm.
I think you have to have a car.
Yeah.
Although I can't imagine, from what I've seen in other European gas stations.
Yeah, it wouldn't do much for you.
It's not going to be our American gas station.
No. So Wednesday, well, we knew that, so we knew we had to get some groceries and stuff on Thursday, just to have. We don't do well without snacks and drinks. But she was right. It was a very odd experience, and I don't know if it was because it was this 4-day weekend, but the city was very empty, oddly empty.
To be the second biggest city.
Yeah,
in
the
Slovenia.
country. Yeah. But it was kind of nice. I mean, we don't really
Yeah.
go in stores anyway, so it worked out well. The streets weren't crowded.
Yeah, you can look in windows of stores, which
Yeah.
is our favorite way to shop.
Yeah, from outside.
Look at this. Who wears that?
But crossing the border into Slovenia, we weren't sure exactly how that worked because you had read a couple different things, but they did stop the bus. We got off the bus, I guess, on the Croatian side.
Yes,
yeah.
and walked across the border.
And there was a Slovenian border police, and we had to show them our passport, and he just looked to make sure it was our photo.
I don't think he even really looked.
He did. I mean, he looked at me and looked.
I thought he just said
And then we walked a couple hundred feet, and then everybody did that, and then the bus came, and we all got back on again and left.
Yeah, I assume they got on the bus and probably
Looked through the bus, yeah, because they did that on the train from Maribor to Graz when we crossed the border. Well, in Maribor, police got on our train.
I read that they're looking for human smuggling and immigration violations.
And then we crossed into Austria at the first stop, and Austrian police walked through the train also. But back to Maribor, we did a lot of walking. The first day we walked around, and then we visited the Liberation Museum. That was to celebrate Slovenian liberation.
Kind of just the history of, I don't know, I guess all of Slovenia, but the town mainly.
Yeah, it was, I
Sort
mean,
of
the
a
bottom
focus on
floor
the
was
town.
kind of weird
Random.
things about recycling and
Skateboards.
yeah,
Uh,
and radios.
So I mean, everybody likes different things, so yeah.
Yeah.
So it made that part quick, and then we got to the
Top floor, which had more of the
World War One, World War
World
Two
II history.
history.
We were the only people there.
It was weird, and we spent quite a time reading about the partisans.
Yes, in the woods, who all died.
Well, some of them.
That was the first day there. The next day we just walked again. We knew we had to get supplies, so we went to the Euro Park Mall, which sounds fancier than it is, but it had a big interspar. So we went and got some.
It was a big mall.
Yeah, it was a big mall.
Yeah.
And
It was pretty crowded.
yeah, the grocery store was pretty crowded, but again, I think it was due to grocery stores were going to be closed for.
Just like the U.S.
We never did confirm whether they're closed on Sunday or
I
not.
bet they
so
are, based
probably
on-
3 days.
Yeah.
So it was kind of crazy. But we just walked through the town. The town is on the river, so it has like a riverfront area with cafes and things like that. And then a very large pedestrian downtown area.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a little electric golf cart thing that you could get a free ride anywhere you wanted. They had several. And they just drove around town. We never saw anyone on them.
But there wasn't anybody there.
Yeah. But
It's not a lot of tourists, I don't think, unless they were.
well, our hotel was really full every morning.
Our hotel was full every morning.
Yeah.
But I think it's a common bus stop, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because they would say your breakfast area is going to be crowded from 7 to 8. You might want to wait.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a tour bus. But the bathrooms were free in the town, like in the park
Mm-hmm.
and the train station. So that gave Slovenia a big
Mm-hmm.
plus for me. And then Friday, which was the day of Slovenian independence or Reformation Day, I've seen it both ways, we walked to the pyramid.
Yes.
And
Which
you-
sounds
exciting.
like a pyramid, but it's not. It's ruins
Of a castle.
of a castle.
Why did we ever figure out why they called it pyramid?
I don't think so. It's on a hill? I don't know. Yeah.
So some of the remains went back to the 12th century, some of
Yeah,
the
I
walls.
think so. That was kind of interesting to see.
Yeah.
But it was pretty crowded
Yeah, it was,
because everybody had 3-day weekends. So I think if you live in the city, you're looking for
and nothing was open.
you're walking in the woods.
Yeah. And there was a little chapel type thing. Not a church, but it had a relic in the little hut and a bell that the kids kept ringing. But I don't know, I didn't really have information on what that was
Yeah, what that part was.
for.
It was mainly just kind of an overlook to get nice views
Yeah.
of the city and the mountains.
And what else did we do that day?
That was the second day. I think that was about it. We just walked around more.
Oh yeah, and then we went, our Wi-Fi was down in our, I worked in the lobby, but not in our rooms for a few
Which
days.
we had read about.
Which I had seen
Lots
in
of
the
reviews that said it went out frequently. And it does.
So we sat in the lobby for, I think, 2 hours because we needed to do some travel planning. And we actually got some travel planning done.
So maybe it worked out best.
Yeah, so we have our January place in Thailand. We have half of February, and we know where we want to stay the second half of February in Cambodia. So we're making progress. And then that night we went to immediately next door, the other building had a restaurant called Luft, which I'm assuming is Loft, on the 11th floor. That was outside with glass and everything. So we had a whole view of the city, and they had decent food. So
Yeah,
that
it was
was
good.
enjoyable.
And it's always funny walking in the restaurants.
We
'Cause
were
both
there
of them
early.
Even the pizza place
Yeah.
that we went to that we didn't the day before.
You know, like you don't
kinda
know if they're
walk
going to seat
in,
you or
and everybody
tell
kind
you
of
where to go.
stares at you. And so I walked over in the pizza restaurant and said, "Can we sit or something?" And he didn't really respond. So I said like 2 people, and he finally answered.
Yeah.
The restaurant or the pizza place?
Yeah.
We said the pizza place, and he said, "Well, yeah, you can sit.
Don't take a big table.
Don't take a big table." And then later the waitress said, "You can have a bigger table." So who knows? And anyways, and then going in the Loft the same way. We walked in, we thought it might be closed because
Yeah.
everybody's.
Just
I mean, it wasn't.
standing
There was
around.
nobody there
There was
really.
no
It
one
was
there.
only like 6 people, and they were all up on the loft part outside. So it's an empty restaurant.
The guy's like, of course,
and
everyone's
you-
upstairs.
Everybody's just like looking at you, and you say hello, and they're like, "Hello," and then you just
You're
sort of
like,
say,
are you open?
"Are you?" And they're like, "Of course we're open. There's people upstairs." Okay.
It was
It's just hard, you know.
Oh, that day we saw the lady playing the accordion in the pedestrian area, and she had 2 giant St. Bernards, and she had a sign that said, "Help me buy their food," or something like that.
Yeah, we need lots of food.
She had them sitting perfectly, just sitting there like 2 lions at the end of a driveway.
They had lots of practice.
Yeah. So on Saturday, which was the day of the remembrance of the dead, which when we checked in,
Sounds exciting.
the lady mentioned that, and I was like, oh, like Mexico? And she was like, no.
Not like Mexico.
She said we just go to the cemetery and take a candle.
Lots of candles.
Yeah, and she also said, I asked if they celebrated Independence or Reformation Day, and she was like, no, not really. We more celebrate Halloween now. So
Oh,
that's
she-
becoming
that's
more
how it is.
popular. Yeah.
Hmm.
She said Halloween's becoming a little more popular, so people kind of do that.
But it didn't sound like that was big either.
No, but there were lots of like weird concerts on the TV for Independence Day.
Yeah, for not for Halloween, just
No,
for Independence Day.
They were singing
But
probably
it's
more
local
like
TV.
traditional music. And, yeah.
Slovenia has they have their own TV stations, which I
Yeah.
guess is not unusual.
No.
Yeah.
But nothing was in English. We had one French channel.
We had very little channels,
Um,
which made it hard with no internet.
yeah. So that day we walked on the other hill. So there are 2 main hills. One has the pyramid. The other one, I can't remember what it's called. But there's a little chapel up there that they built in the late 1600s to commemorate people surviving the plague. It was dedicated to 2 patron saints. Rosalie and something else I read. But that was kind of a longer walk to get to the base of that one, and then it was lots of stairs,
Lots of stairs.
several hundred stairs, I would think. And at the end, it was
Very
pretty
steep.
vertical.
It wasn't straight up. It had to
Like a bow.
go around the hill. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
weird. So it made the steps real small.
Yeah.
Painful for coming down. I mean, it was painful walking up.
I took lots of breaks, and then there were like
Yeah.
a boys sports team, I'm assuming, like training, so they went up several times when we were there.
Right, handball. I think I'd be in shape. But yeah, they do handball and volleyball. I don't know what they call it. It was handball. Anyways.
But we got to the top, and it had a little hut that sold, of course, coffee machine, and a drink machine.
So you walk up all those stairs and get yourself a nice
hot coffee
in a tiny little cup.
And since we never remembered to take any drinks, I actually bought a drink.
Yeah.
But that overview, I think, was better because it was more countryside than city.
Yeah. It was higher up too, I feel
Yeah.
like, so you could see more of the mountains. And you could see less of the industrial side of the city.
Yeah,
so it
on the
makes it
river.
look better.
So we just hung out there, walked around to that little church because it's not right at the top of the stairs, it's kind of down. And then we,
Walked back through the woods.
yeah, thinking it would be a little more scenic, but we did see a thatched roof cottage or barn, former barn or something, which was weird. I don't know where they got their
Yeah.
thatching.
It was old.
Yeah.
But the thatching can't be that old. It would fall through.
But it's the only thatched roof
Yeah,
thing we saw.
right. I don't know. Everything's a mystery.
And then we walked through town again.
Past the stadium. Nice stadium.
Oh, we walked up the hill on the other side of the river because you were matching up a photo from World War II, so a building, and then
Hitler and his Nazi thugs
inspecting the bridge or
that had
something.
been blown up by Yugoslavia. Yugoslavian partisans blew up the bridge. And Hitler came to inspect it. I don't think that's why he came though. I think he was just touring the city of Maribor.
Yeah. Because it was German at that point? It was Maribor at that point?
Yeah.
And then we were going to go out for Thai food that day. We were going to go the day before, but it had a sign saying like we're closed on the 31st. So we're like, oh, we'll go on the next day. And we go, and they're closed, but the sign doesn't say they're closed that day. So we ended up having ramen noodles in our hotel room, which was fine.
Yeah, that was probably, I don't know, sometimes it's easier to eat in your,
Yeah.
you don't have to play the staring game.
Or wait, or
Do I
pay
sit or pay €6 for
€6 for a bottle of water.
a bottle of water?
Yeah. But it was fine.
Yeah.
We didn't starve.
No, it was good. I actually probably just as good. I mean, sometimes Thai food in small little places is,
Yeah, you never know.
you don't know what you're gonna get.
And then, what day is today? Today's Monday. So Sunday, we were leaving Maribor. We got up early and we walked.
Oh, and the internet came back the day before.
Yes, that evening.
That was so nice.
That was really good. 'Cause
We could go back to scrolling.
I bought data and blew through most of it.
Yeah, you
so,
got through data pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Data.
So the next morning we got up early and we walked through the town one more time, which is probably 30 or 40-minute loop.
Yep.
I would say. And then our train to Graz/Graz was at 12:30, but we had to check out at 11. So we actually sat at the train station for over an hour.
Playing games.
Your phones. Train ride was, I guess, kind of like a regional train. We didn't have an assigned seat.
Mm-mm.
And it didn't get more crowded as we got closer to Austria, I feel like. So then we arrived at the train station here. And this city is only about, I think, 350,000 people.
I think they were all at the train station.
It was...
All at the train station, if you couldn't hear me.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, you're always kind of like where to go when you first get off. And
Discombobulated.
yeah, and we had come from this small little quiet town, and you're thrown into this
Chaos of.
and there was this long line. And we're like, what is that? Well, it was the line to get into like the only grocery store open.
Well, there's a couple, but they're all at the major train stations.
Yeah.
Because there's like 3 big train stations here, and apparently those 3 grocery stores are the only ones open.
And we were at the main
On
train
Sunday.
station. Yeah. So there was a huge line. They were letting like groups of 20 people in at a time. It just looked.
You would think if you lived here, you would be like, I'm gonna do my shop. But you know how it works out. It's just like us.
Yeah.
You always end up somehow in the grocery store on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And you're like, why did I do this?
So we were originally thinking we'd get some stuff there. We decided not to because it was crazy. And then we were gonna get a bolt, and whatever happened, we didn't confirm it or they didn't confirm it.
I think they didn't confirm something, and then there weren't any available.
Yeah.
Probably because they were all out delivering people. I don't know. I've never seen that happen.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened there.
So it was either take the tram, which we would have to find somewhere to purchase the ticket,
It was 20 minutes.
and ride a 20-minute tram,
It's 15 minutes quicker than walking
or walking. So we chose walking,
to get our steps in.
carrying all of our bags.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad.
It was heavy.
It's
I had
heavy.
to stop halfway
You
and
stop
put my bag
once
down. But
Just take it easy.
and then Jason's like, I think we're gonna have to go up a hill, and I was like, what? It wasn't too bad of a hill, but when you're carrying like
A lot.
30 pounds of stuff, it felt like a big hill.
It's a reminder of,
Pack light.
well, yeah, Packlight and why we're doing this now.
While we're young.
versus
Ish.
young. While we're early old.
Yeah. We got to our apartment. We're in an apartment hotel, but there is no desk of any sort. It's all electronic. So they actually sent our code early, so we were able to get in the door. And the apartment's huge and nice.
Yeah, be nice for a month, but be very expensive.
Yeah. And we ordered a pizza through Wolt, and it was edible.
Frozen pizza would have been better.
Yeah.
But there's no grocery stores open. They don't even have the small stores. Like other places in Europe we've been, they have the small
Like the little
convenience
convenience
stores.
store, like private convenience store.
And they have Spar Express here, but they're all closed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That makes it tough. I guess that's why everybody ends up at those big, giant ones.
So after we ate our pizza.
And I don't remember that from before, but anyways, when we were here a couple of years ago.
Yeah. But we would have planned better.
Yeah, I guess so. Plus it was just for a week, so we wouldn't.
We had a car. So we could drive to wherever we needed. When we were in Vienna, we had a car.
Yeah.
So then after that, we just went for a random walk outside in the evening. We had some ice cream, which was our first ice cream stop of our trip. That was good. And then we came back, and I'm starting to look at like the things I want to see, and I'm reading through, and it's 11/2 was the last day this is open for the winter.
This is on the evening of 11/2.
Yeah. So the big Schloss Eggenberg.
The big schloss.
Outside of town. Yesterday was the last day it's open. You can go to the gardens, which we still might do, but you can't go inside of the castle after 11/2 until I think it was April. And then the Armory Museum, yesterday was the last day. I think on the weekends you can go without being on a tour, but we're only got here on a Sunday, and we're leaving on Saturday morning. So to go to the Armory Museum, we have to go at 12:30 to go on the guided tour, which I don't think that's probably actually a good idea. Trying to think what else. If there's anything else that some things are closed on 11/5.
The Berg or whatever, the dual staircase place.
Yeah.
That's closed, right? As of yesterday.
I don't know. I saw somewhere it was closed, but I can't confirm that.
Okay.
And then all of the Christmas market, Lent type things don't start until like the 15th. So we're kind of in this,
Yeah, they're putting up lights,
yeah,
but they're not on.
they're not on, yeah.
They're just dangling from the wires, which is kind of distracting when they're not on. Some of them are on.
A few,
Few, yeah.
but you just want to see them. But,
Yeah.
but they have a huge pedestrian area here too, and we're actually,
The historic town.
we're kind of in that
UNESCO
area.
World Heritage Site.
Yeah. So,
We're right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Which is nice because we can watch out the windows and see
yeah, we have
people.
lots of windows. But, so we're here for 6 nights.
Got up at 6 o'clock or
No.
7:30.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Go to the grocery store.
Went to the Spar Express because it was open. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got
We
food.
didn't have any food. We don't want to starve.
Hard boiled eggs.
Ew.
They were good. One left. I got one left.
So we're here 6 nights, and then we go to, I guess 5 nights now. Go to Vienna for 3 nights, and then that is the end of our fall/winter journey. So we'll probably do one more video.
Maybe.
Maybe we're kind of
If
getting
you're
sick
lucky.
of it.